two, silence.
Hey everyone, welcome to this first FAI Virtual World Gliding Championship 2024 with the Pro Championship starting today, race 1. Good evening, Norman, how are you?
Hey, good evening, Antoine. Welcome back to a wonderful edition of this first pro race.
Uh, so Norman, they are flying today a 233 kilometers task. We are so in the middle of Europe in Slovenia here. And you will see that they will start from a place that a lot of pilots in Condor know very well because it's the basic airport of Condor. When you start your first flight, it's going to be in Les Bleds. Do you know what's the weather like today, Norman?
The weather is looking like a good soaring day for the ridge soaring as well as for the thermaling. We have the winds coming out of 322 degrees out of the northwest, and it's going to be at 17 kilometers per hour. So that's a very nice, gives you good ridge lift for sure. And we do have some thermal weather as well. I would say normal activities with some cumulus showing up here and there. So I think we should be very good. And talking about the racetrack, it's going to be a challenging ridge flying, going over the mountains, trying to get to turn point 1.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. The race is on for the pilots.
Good luck, folks, and be safe out there in the sky.
I see Josh Meyers crossing the line in Fox 1. Oscar Niner, French Wetzweger. Philippe Plata, PLT is right there. So a good start from Josh Meyers from the USA right
And
here.
then we have on the south end or on the north end of the race, everybody's hanging out over there trying to get that ridge right away from the get-go. So we have a big bundle over there on the other end, if you can look at it, besides these guys on the forefront. So there's the big bundle.
Glad to see him. I believe that almost everyone is flying the GS3 tonight because there is no wing loading limit for the pilots. And we can see the first thermal here, who is below. We have two different options, two big options.
Yeah. Well, we have the one on the south end, if you look at it, where you see Gustav David, Golf David 5, who flies along the ridge, kind of like the horseshoe style, and coming to the turn point line 1. And you have to be high enough to get over that, right? So you have to be very strong and trying to find a good lift there. And the other group is further north, going the other way around, trying to get around that big mountain and finding a good lift, which we're just talking about, the thermal that's happening over there. Let's see which side plays out. It's you have to fly around it either way to make this happen. Wow.
Yeah.
Tim Madsen, really great pilot, very supportive of Condor and the virtual soaring competition. And he seems to be relaxed here in his seat.
Climbing really well. You can see 3 to 4 meters per second almost.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good lift to fly at 140, 50 kph. But we'll see if it is really worth it or not to go through this way. I can see Arthur Duke in front of him, Alpha 33, and he's having a look at the other group on the left to see if that's really the best option or not.
So here we are coming to turn point 1, and Ben Fest, our German friend, who was a champion before, no? 2 years ago?
It was the first virtual world gliding champion in 2021, 3 years ago already.
Right. And here he is leading on the first turn point. Fantastic. Still having 1,880 meters above the ground. He's doing great. And Juliet coming over there.
Oh, that's going to be tight between them. So Jeroen Jenen, probably from Belgium, is turning the turn point 1 first place. And we have indeed Ben Fest, the German pilots, just behind. So well done, Jeroen, for this first spot already. And we started the race. It was at 40, so 15 minutes ago for 45 kilometers. So average speed 135 when they crossed the turn point.
I think what people will do now, as we can see it already, they're probably flying where the other group came from, right? So they're taking the back route back to where the north route towards turn point one came from. They're going to say take this one back. That seems to be the most logical win, going through this whole valley thing, and then in that big valley in the middle of it.
I see
Oh,
Churchill, Marcin May, and Zoltan in the waves,
they
and they
found the
didn't.
wave.
Yeah, they
Oh
found the wave,
dear.
and they didn't turn the turn point one yet. Wow, at 5,000 meters, that's maybe too much. But yeah, there are some waves indeed today.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
John
now if
Churchill
you're
is
on
coming
it,
well.
now if you're on it, you can go fly as hard as you can, go turn point one and fly back
Yeah, yeah,
without
yeah,
having to worry about it. So it's
exactly,
yet another challenge, yet another option, yet another way to make this task very interesting.
exactly.
And Mike Delta Delta is finally, as Jadex says on Twitch, thank you for choosing MDD Airlines, Mike Delta Delta Airlines. Very nice, laugh, laugh, laugh. He has so much more altitude right now. He can basically fly to turn point two without having to stop, where all the other ones probably have to fill up somewhere. And his average is going up. He's now 16s, and he's going to soon go into 14s and so on. So I have a feeling he did the right choice here.
Yeah.
So you're flying out of the Alps right now into the four lands of the.
So just stopping you for a second, David. That's passport control. Can we get your passport so that we put a stamp on it? You crossed and you're in Germany now. So welcome to Germany.
Do we have to switch the language? Wir können auch auf Deutsch reden, kein Problem. Also Herr Rettmann, jetzt zeigen Sie mir bitte die Papiere. Also wer sind Sie denn da? Also hallo? Haben Sie auch ein deutsches Flagge auf dem Fahrzeug? Ja, alles klar. Gut, dann weiterfliegen. Vielen Dank. Das geht natürlich auch so.
Stewart Scholl is telling me that's maybe Austria and not Germany, and he may be right. Actually, he may be right. I didn't zoom out, but I was like, yeah, Klagenfurt probably Germany, but let's zoom out a bit. We're probably wrong, and he's probably right if he's telling me that. That's Austria, indeed. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Stewart, for telling us that.
So we're a third into the race at turn point two right now, and Ben Fest once again leading. We don't know where JJJ is. He might be still leading this race because he went offline, but is still racing.
Yeah,
we cannot show it to you. So he was leading in the first place by I think 4 or 5 seconds. Patrick Bedard, who's also coming out of turn point two, at 3,700 meters. So he's about 1,300 meters higher. But we have also in the back, if you see Churchill and May, who are both higher than Patrick Bedard, MDD. Here we go. Patrick Bedard,
Patrick.
MDD, first place at turn point three, making a Yui, flying now towards turn point four. And he's definitely, with his average speed of 154 kilometers per hour, definitely leading this track. But you having following right here is Sean Churchill coming from behind with really good speed and extra height, and how it's going to be. So right now we're turning in turn point three. We've seen all that happen. And now we have a really, really long run to turn point four. But there is some thermals, as you can see, and everybody has to take that right there. David Redman, who was leading earlier in the race, is now in the midfield. And, he was slow, but he had a lot of speed. And now he's trying to catch up by flying some thermals. So we can see that clearly all the strategies have an effect and a result, for sure.
So just before you need to get to that mountain and to climb before reaching the turn point, and then you can join maybe this nice line.
Bridge right there, right?
Exactly.
The Austrian border right there.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe you can then jump to the south. Wait. Sean Churchill from the UK is turning this turn point 4 towards the reporting point right now, 24 kilometers ahead. And we have Marcin May joining him from above, slightly behind. And look at this amazing ridge there. we will for sure help a lot of the pilots to get back home today.
Everyone behind it is trailing and trying to find a way. Benfest is flying on the border of Austria.
And Marcin May from Poland is the winner of the day with a speed of 184 kilometers per hour. Well done. Congratulations, Marcin
Wow,
from Poland. Well done.
that is very, very impressive. What a speed. Closely followed by Sean Churchill. So here's the second qualifier, the English gentleman coming in also with a lovely speed of 183 kilometers per hour. Also very, very impressive. And congratulations, Sean.
Well done, Patrick Médard crossing on 4th place. Arne Martin Guttler 3rd. Well done, guys. Really well done. I see Zoltan Varga behind, probably for the 5th place. Zoltan, followed by François Seifert, 6th position, most probably there. Thank you so much, Norman. Thank you, Jean-David, Sébastien, Marc, and everyone working on the organization of these races. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow, same time. Bye-bye.
Salut, au revoir, tchuss.